Hello everyone, welcome to the gender reveal video. Now, this is months after, just a really quick introduction because it's such a shambles, this video. I didn't want to keep the intro too long. I nearly didn't film this, but me being the worry I am, I want to just make a couple of disclaimers, so forgive me for delaying you getting there. I'll put up a title saying gender reveal starts at this time, because I know how you get. So first of all, I just want to explain how beside ourselves we were with nerves, because for those of you that don't know me, you're going to think I'm a complete scatbag. For those that do know me, you're going to be like, Claire, what's going on? So I just wanted to highlight that, because I don't even introduce what we're doing. So I look an absolute mess. I did my makeup in I think 10 seconds. I hadn't been sleeping, I still don't sleep, and I had my under eye white powder that I clearly just threw on my face, and when I watch the video back, all I can see is these white panda eyes, so forgive me for that. We wasn't meant to get the result until the Tuesday, and I woke up early. I phoned the clinic just to find out, is it there, trying my luck, and she said it is, and I wasn't ready, whereas I'd planned to be up ready by 9 o'clock, ready for the result, and this time I wasn't. I'd been pottering around in my pyjamas, and we got ready in 10 minutes, showered, makeup, and then we spent an hour looking for the thing that we did to reveal the gender, and we were just beside ourselves. My hair looks awful because I didn't get my hair done for the first 4 months of the pregnancy, so I do have roots. My hair was so disgusting and greasy the whole time. It still gets like that now. I've literally just washed it and it looks awful. No nail varnish, and I'm just a complete nervous wreck, a gibbering mess, sorry, and I just want to highlight that. The last thing I want to quickly talk about, because you know how we adore our dogs, and I'm very aware that some people might say this, so the dogs are with us in the reveal. I said to Paris, let's not take them because it might scare them when we're like, ah! And he was like, no, it's such a big thing in our lives, we have to bring them. So I said, okay, fine, we'll bring them. And then they sat outside the door crying. Bambi was howling like a wolf, so we had to let them in, and we wanted them there. When we do the reveal, there's a big noise, and Bambi especially, she jumps because it's a loud noise. They're totally fine. Our dogs are totally like our children, and I really don't want anyone saying that the dogs shouldn't have been there, because they are literally like our children, and we adore them. They're with us 24/7, and yes, it did make them jump, but they were totally fine and normal afterwards. They don't get scared of fireworks. They're really used to it. They're used to being on the King's Road and in the City of London. They don't get scared by things like this. It was probably us being like, ah! So I just wanted to point that out. We're aware, they were fine. So sorry for the 3-minute intro. I'm so excited now because I know what you're about to watch. It's like one of the biggest days of our lives, and we are in utter shock. It took me honestly a week to process it, not the gender, to process, well, a little bit, but process that we're having a baby. Because we both said afterwards, wow, we're having a baby. Because before that, we didn't feel that we were having a baby. Even seeing the little peanut scan, this was when it sunk in for us. So if you think we look outrageously shocked and overwhelmed, we are. I'm not going to talk anymore. Please enjoy the video. I'd love it if you would subscribe and join our journey, and here it is. Quickly. Oh my god.
You don't know which one it is?
But read the health results first. Just say like all clear or something, I don't know. Come on, stop it.
Oh my god, this is stressful actually.
And mix these up because I know which ones go on boy, because I know where they fell. Oh, bamboo. Oh yeah, we haven't said this is the gender reveal. And we had to wait an extra, well, 3 days, 2 days for the weekend, because it takes 5 days, but we had to wait the whole weekend, so 7 days. And then today, because it was New Year's Eve, and they were back a day. And they didn't even email, I had to ring. Like a stalker this morning.
I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna have a heart attack now. Oh. Oh.
Don't say anything though when you read it.
Well, at least it's healthy. It doesn't have trisomies.
Don't say any of the names, just say healthy.
I'm gonna faint before I see it, and I can't even find it.
You've gone white.
I know.
The colour from your lips has gone. Oh my god. Do the thing. Do the thing. Okay, good. Is that what it is? Yeah. I thought I could tell by your face.
Really? You thought it was a girl?
Yeah. Oh my god, look at the blue.
I thought I was gonna faint.
I could tell by your face.
Really?
And I'm wearing a blue cardigan.
Oh really? Is that a sign?
What do you think?
I'm fine, but I need to recover from that.
Let me see the email. I could tell by your face. I knew. I didn't want to look at your face because I could tell. And I had a feeling that the blue one was at the back and I saw you go to the back.
No, but that mixed them.
Oh my god,
I couldn't
that's so
find
hard
it.
to read.
No, I couldn't find it.
Oh, so the really easy stuff is the health stuff. My hands are shaking. Where the hell is it? I can't even see it.
It's actually in bold. It's called fetal sex, that's why I got confused.
No, I still can't see it. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's massive. Oh, it's completely the biggest part of the email.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's in the centre of the email. I've never seen you like that before.
I know.
Well, it's a boy.
It's a boy. Whew. Oh, you got two angles.
What did you just say?
I don't know what did I just
You
say.
said I still feel heart attacky.
Yeah.
So we just sat here for 10 minutes in complete shock. We were in shock. Like, I don't even remember the blue things coming. I didn't even see them.
I felt heart attacky.
Because when I went like this and you were, now you've gone red in the eyes. I was actually really worried, and then all of a sudden it came out and I didn't even see it. So we're just processing because it's such a major thing, but we were just talking. So we have a girl's name from when we first met each other, like nearly 10 years ago. We had it from like after 2 weeks of knowing each other. And when did you think of the boy's name? Don't say it.
What do you mean, when did I say?
Was it last summer or the summer before? The summer before.
Yeah.
So we've never been able to come up with a boy's name. And I always was terrified to have a boy because of like the name, like what am I going to do? I don't love any boys' names. And then one day he told me this name, and I love it that he thought of it, and it's a name that we both love so much. And when we were talking about boy or girl, we were umming and ahhing about the girl's name towards the end, and we were both like, oh, maybe we'll wait till we see the baby and change our mind. But the boy's name we were set about, and I was so excited about the boy's name that it made me excited to have a boy. And when I went to my sister's wedding venue, I was just telling in Paris, when I went to my sister's wedding venue, there's a rocking horse, and I wasn't even trying then, and I saw a vision of me holding like a 1-year-old on this rocking horse, and it was a boy in like a little like tuxedo suit, and I never had any vision since, and I never had any vision of a girl, but we both thought it was a girl, didn't we?
Yeah, we thought it was a girl, but it makes it more real now that you know it's a girl.
Yeah,
boy.
like out of control real. That's why we both went in shock.
I can imagine it more now.
Yeah,
with the
same.
boy coming out, I was getting boy clothes.
I know.
It just makes it feel more real.
I can't wait for you to watch that back. Like that you were giving birth. And his heart.
My phantom.
I can't even
pregnancies.
hear it now.
Yeah.
Feel it now. It was like blum 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 blum. He red and white, and he looked at me and like.
At least the first thing I saw is that it's healthy.
Yeah. The healthy bit is really small, and then it says right at the bottom in bold, Mal. But we both said we would love a boy and a girl, but we both said it's nice to have a boy first if we could choose. Like if I knew I was going to have one boy, one girl, I would put the boy first. And as much as I wanted a girl, I really wanted a girl, all my visions were with a boy. Like I was wearing a blue cardigan, and that was not on purpose. I wasn't doing that because I wanted a boy. I got my Chanel jacket in Hong Kong in blue, and I actually really wanted the pink one more, but it didn't fit me. So I was like meant to have the blue one. My sister had a dream it was a boy. She said my aunt, who we lost a couple of years ago, like visited her in a dream and said she's having a boy.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, right, whatever. And someone told me once that we will have a boy, and she described it. She did say I was having a girl first, but she described it. And I don't think I've told you, but in the scan I had the other day, the baby was dancing like this. Like at first I thought it was boxing, so I thought, oh, it's a boy, but it was like this, like smiling and going like this. And she said it was going to be like a boy that was into dance and jazz hands and be super happy, which is like him. So I should have known, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I can't wait to watch it back. So I honestly don't remember the blue.
Look at Emily, she thinks she's on a TV show.
Is it?
I know she's under the frame, but...
You look more relaxed now.
Yeah, I've recovered now.
We're just relieved it's over. Oh, and the old wives' tales. 2 days ago, when we first got pregnant, we did the ring thing, and it was adamant it was a circle, which is a girl. And then we did it 2 days ago, and it was like a fairground ride, like a circle, and it like that is a girl. So that's why I really thought it was a girl. And then another reason I thought it was a girl is the heart rate was 145 at 6 weeks, which is high for 6 weeks. And it's over 140, isn't it?
140, it's a girl.
Over 140, it's a girl, and I was
the
145.
second test, it was 175.
175, which is high, and all of my friends with girls had that.
The scan girl said they're all wives' tales.
Yeah, she said do not believe that.
So she was right.
But she said in the first scan at 6 weeks it was a really strong baby with a really fast heart, and all the old wives' tales for a girl. And then at 10 weeks it was really fast, strong
There's
heart.
one test that was right, the weeing on the...
Yeah, we did.
Weeing on
I am going to do
soda.
an old wives' tales. It's either out already, so I'll link that below. But I think I'd like to put it out after, because it's annoying to watch all the old wives' tales, but it's probably already out. And the only one that was strong a boy is when you wee on baking soda.
Yeah, if it's sparkle,
It looked like a carbonated beer with us. It didn't fizz, but it was definite. It didn't bubble, I mean, but it fizzed.
So that was a boy. And
but then I had really pale urine. Sorry to be like deep, but not detailed. But I had really pale urine, which I noticed before even researching that. I was like, that's really weird. It's like pastel yellow, and that's girl.
Also, a girl, you get bad skin and bad hair. Now,
yeah.
You did a video the other day. Everyone was like, oh, your skin and hair looks amazing.
Yeah, but I feel the opposite. Like I feel like my hair is. That was another thing. My hair has gone so limp.
They look fine.
When I blow dry it, it doesn't even do anything, and it feels so limp to me.
It looks fine.
I'm not glowing, and then I thought, well, I'm not glowing like a boy.
The skin's fine. You don't have any eczema or anything.
But when I in the first week, I had that huge breakout. Do you remember? When we went to China.
We always have to break out.
No, I don't. Maybe a few years ago, but not now. When we were sitting down, I just really wanted to know about those first few results. Did you?
Oh, yeah. Well, she makes it...
I kind of knew they were fine because they said they ring you if it's bad.
And you stoked them to send you the result?
Yeah. I was making a cup of tea and then I started screaming. I was like, get up! And we lost these, couldn't find them anywhere. Oh. Okay, let's go boy shopping then.
Well, you're already in blue. Like you knew.
Hello everyone, so I just wanted to end this video. Well, you know I can't do like a 5-minute video, like this is probably my record shortest video, and I love to talk. I had my hair done today, so you'll notice at the start of the video I had huge roots, which didn't bother me at all, and I'll get into this when I do my pregnancy videos. Feels so weird. But just to quickly touch on that, I stayed away from all things like no nail varnish, which I struggled with because I love doing my own nails and I don't go a day without any nail polish on. But again, I didn't mind. And I know it's perfectly safe. Like, I researched brands like Butter and all of these amazing brands where you can paint your nails. It is fine to dye your hair. I just didn't want to in the first trimester. And today we tweaked the products and technique and everything just to be absolutely sure. But yeah, no more roots. So I just wanted to end this video mainly to say one important thing that I learned throughout the first trimester related to the gender. I'm about to film a Bauman haul actually. It's getting really stressful, like hiding how I am. So at least now I can just be normal. So I've still got all the blue stuff here. Like I can't hoover it. It's just too special. I want to keep it for as long as I can. So just a little thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, I thought that was wrong, was well, I am not in shock anymore, that's for sure. The whole thing is a blur to me. All I remember, and I don't know what I said to you because that was such a blur. I did watch the footage back and I could just see that I was talking even up until he did the reveal. That was just nerves. And I genuinely was worried for him because he's never ill and he looked really ill. What was I talking about? I'm clearly still excited, but yes, I was really nervous. I don't know what I said. I remember his face distinctively. I knew instantly it was a boy by his face, but the rest of it I don't remember. So sorry if I'm repeating, but hopefully I'm more clear now. So I was in total shock, and it wasn't so much the gender, it was the shock, and anyone who's had a baby is going to completely relate to this, I know you are, that when I can't get comfortable. I feel like this is too high and I'm like sitting up too much. That's better. So when you're pregnant, I'm not used to it, it's very weird. You're going through all of these emotions and changes, and you've got nothing to really show for it, no bump, you can't talk about it. I didn't want to buy anything because I didn't want to be unlucky or, you know, any of that. So it doesn't feel real, and for me, I carry a lot of weight here anyway. It's the first place I put on weight, and I suffer from severe bloatiness to the point where it really is painful for me. So even when I started to show, and even now, gone past the 3 months, I honestly just feel like I've gained a bit of weight and I'm suffering with bad bloatedness. And even now and again, it doesn't feel real. So when you get your gender of the baby, like, it was the first time it felt really real, even though I'd seen the scans and it started to feel real on the last scan I had. Paris wasn't even with me, so he'd only seen like peanut scans, and it was just so real. So I know that you can relate to that. So that was the most shock. And the other like main message I want to tell you is, like, it's official that you cannot listen to those old wives' tales, and I know that I touched on this, but when me and Paris we literally just went to London, wanted a nice day off work, we got some, because it was the Harrod Sale, it was really good timing, so we had a really nice special day doing that, which we'll talk about later. But the whole day I realised that the universe was telling me from day one I was having a boy, and I think I touched on this. So I would just look out for that. Even gut instinct more than... It's like I almost knew I had a boy, and I think the blue cardigan was like a given. Like, I was wearing a babe, not even like navy. It was like the colour that this blue. This like blue, it's like reveal blue. So I knew, and I definitely knew. And a couple of things that I wanted to tell you is, the day that I found out, the day after, I went to a Timothy Alton dinner. I'd planned my outfit like a week before, more than a week before. Actually, before I even went to LA. And I'll put up a picture here. It was baby blue. Then a week later, I went to Marks and Spencer, which, for those that aren't British, it's literally just like an average store that's everywhere. Paris was buying something at the till, and I was like, oh, there's baby clothes, let me go and have a little look. I'm only like 2 weeks, I'm not going to buy anything. And I went straight to the boys section and then walked away. I didn't even look at the girl stuff, which is really unlike me, because yes, I've always been a tomboy growing up, but now as like getting older and older and getting more feminine-ish, for me anyway. And it's really unlikely for me to not go and look at all the tutus and the unicorn things, and I always look at girl stuff. I even have, like, everyone loves cute baby clothes. And I come away and I said something really weird just happened. I just went straight to the boy stuff and didn't even look at the girls. I bet I'm having a boy. I said this after 2 weeks. Then I know I told you about the jacket from Hong Kong, and I just feel like the whole pregnancy, the universe told me I was having a boy. But enough about that. Don't listen to old wives' tales. The morning I was making the tea, really early in the morning before we got the gender results, 3 magpies came up to my window, looked at me and flew away, which was really freaky. And I was like, oh, it's a boy, it's a boy. And then I started singing the song, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl. And I was like, oh, 3, it's a girl. And we did that ring test, and every time we did it, it said girl. We did it before, the night before. My friend's little girl Poppy has like this weird sixth sense of thing, and she's been going on and on that I'm having a girl, when's the baby girl here, even though she loves playing with boys, and she keeps begging her mum to have a brother, give me a brother please, please. So all of these things, I think like the day before made me like really convinced it was a girl. The gender old wives' tales things, the video's probably out, so have a look there. But yeah, don't listen to that. You can do it just for fun, but don't listen to that, because I had like 50-50, and I would say like I had a lot of strong girl symptoms. So yeah, don't listen to that. We went shopping, and oh my goodness, who has put out there that boys' clothes are boring? Because that is the thing that, like, Paris said to me, oh, how come you want a girl? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I didn't even know why. It was just like, my friend told me that apparently girls always think they're having a girl. But when I think about it, like, I was the biggest tomboy. I used to play with fire engines and like not even dolls. So I remember we looked at all the boys' clothes. I totally have found like my style of what I love, and I'm so into all the boys' clothes where I basically dress like a boy anyway. So I think the next video that I do is going to be a haul for like all the stuff I bought, because I bought so much stuff. I found some like sustainable little outfits that I love. So yeah, just wanted to end this video with me being a bit more like myself, and just basically send the message out there like, don't listen to old wives' tales, because it's literally rubbish. Yeah, I can't wait to start sharing all like the stuff I'm buying and more stuff, and mentioning like baby boy. We've got our name, but I'll leave that to the next video. So sorry for like us being complete morons, being so shocked, but it was like literally one of the best days of our lives, the most memorable day ever, the most nerve-wracking, exciting, and I'm gonna remember it forever. It finally just feels really real, and I feel we both feel so excited, and we keep holding the baby clothes like, oh my god, can't wait for him to get here. So I think it's perfect. I think it was meant to be that we have a boy, because I am literally a tomboy at heart. So yeah, thank you for watching. I wanted to keep that as natural as possible and definitely put that out there, not too much planning. We literally did it super early in the morning. I got ready in record time, which is why my makeup is so awful. Didn't sleep the night before. But who cares, I don't care. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where I do my first ever baby haul. So thanks for watching. Well, I think it's my first, but it probably isn't my first baby haul, because you already know I'm pregnant at this point. Okay, so thanks for watching, bye.